Hello everybody, just in between exercises at the moment. I've just done my chest workout. I'm about to do my back workout in a minute, but I thought I'd just drop this video while I'm getting my breath back. I do have asthma, exercise related asthma, so it is hard, especially in this colder weather. But what I want to talk about briefly today is body dysmorphia, which I believe I do have, at least to some degree, which I want to touch for those who've got body dysmorphia, and also what my body looks like after hitting the gym and being a fitness instructor as well when I worked at a local gym and personal training for the past 30 odd years. This is what my body looks like after 30 years, okay? So are you ready? I expect in the comments people to laugh, to cry, some might even be impressed, some won't be impressed. Here we go. This is a big thing for me to do, okay? Because after 30 years, this is what I've got at the moment. So I weigh 12 and a half stone, so that's 176 pounds, and I'm 5'6", okay? So this is me without flexing. This is me flexing. Now, with the traps, I'm happy with them, okay? I think traps are looking good. Biceps, not too bad, not too bad. Triceps. Like you can see the separation of the shoulders, separation of the triceps, back muscles. If I can do that properly. Okay, and then chest, like so. But as you can see, my chest needs to be brought in there, needs to be sliced in there, and obviously no abdominal muscle showing, okay? My forearms have done well in the definition department, but I'm not on steroids, okay? When I say steroids, I'm talking about Dynabol, Trenbolone, stuff like that. I am on TRT, okay? And the dose that I'm on is a microdose, which is approximately 50 to 75 millilitres a week, whereas the average entry-level bodybuilder is on about 500, and then you've got professionals from 1,000 to 4,000 a day, okay? A week even. And so I'm only on 50. And it hasn't actually helped me get bigger and stronger or more muscular. I've upped my dose of TRT to, at one point, about 75. And when I had my blood test done, the blood test come back that my TRT levels were too high. They should have been between something like 6 and 31 nanomoles per decilitre, I believe it is. But it come back there at 51. So the pharmacist wouldn't prescribe me any more TRT until my blood returned to normal levels, okay? So even if I wanted to blast on heavier doses of TRT, unless I went to an underground black market or something, I wouldn't be able to do it. And I'm not interested in that, to be honest. I've got a wife, I've got children, and I'm 53 years old. I just want to be as fit as I can, strong as I can. But this is what I've got after 30 years. And I'm sure that you yourself, you might be one of them, have seen people go down the gym and they've been there for 2 or 3 years, and they have got a fantastic physique. I'm talking about the naturals, yeah, the natties, not the roid juicers. And so I am disappointed. It turned out that up until about the age of 50, my testosterone levels were very low anyway, and that's why I had to go on TRT. So that sort of made sense why I hadn't made much progress over the years, but I've been on it for two and a half years now. And I'm thinking, well, come on, my test levels are that of a young man, 18 to 25-year-old. So why isn't my muscles really working, that coming through? You know, it just doesn't look like what it says on the packet, as it were. Seen videos of people doing TRT before and after. After 2 years, that hasn't happened to me. What has happened, it's been great for my health, my mind health, my physical health. I've got a lot more energy for workouts now, recover better, I can train harder. It also is good as an antidepressant, and it's good for heart health and brain health. It is good for health in general, testosterone, okay? But if you're going to go on TRT and expect to look like Ronnie Coleman or someone like that, then forget it. It's not going to happen. Or to even look like one of the famous actors like Hugh Jackman or something, or Thor. You're not going to look like him, okay? I do have a problem with my diet. I do have pretty much my 5 a day. I drink protein powders, whey protein. I have my TRT, I have creatine, I have supplements for my joints as well, and stuff like that. The problem with my eating is that I'm autistic. And with being autistic, as an autistic person, I have trouble with textures. So I could have 2 bits of chicken in front of me. I could eat one, no problem. But if I go to eat the other and the texture feels weird in my mouth or even on my fingers, makes me gag. I can't do it. So my diet, if I wanted to get my abs up, then I'd have to diet down. Now, that is possible, but the thing is, I don't want to lose any more weight, because even if I lose another stone or something, yeah, you'll be able to see my abs and all the rest of it, but I don't want to be skinny, you know. And you may have seen some videos like Jeff Seed and other people saying, not Jeff Seed, the other guy. Anyway, you may see people on YouTube saying, you know, I shredded down and I was miserable. You know, I was hungry, I was miserable, I was weak, my strength went down, my muscles shrunk. Some guy went on shred and his arm muscles went from 17.5 down to 15.5. And he was really upset about that, so he went back on the food. But so, where body dysmorphia comes into it is, I tend to see what isn't there rather than what is there. So, let's whip this off again, okay? Now, you will see the traps, yeah, and say, well, for a natural weightlifter, and even the front and the shoulders, you can see your muscles. And I'm like, yeah, it's good. But all my eyes are showing is this bit. How, like, even though my chest is rounded, as you can see, and I've got the ledge across the top, because the bottom bit's missing, that's all my eyes are looking at. It's like, that's due to diet. I know that's fat there. So that would be due to diet. But what I should be looking at is, oh look, my arms look pretty good. You know? Some of my age, look at my shoulders, you can see my shoulders, see my traps, and see quite a few things. And my lats, a bit dark there, but you get what I mean. And as for training legs, my leg definition is really good. But size, no. My legs haven't grown for probably about 20 years. And that's no exaggeration, because I take my measurements, and all that's happened with my legs is they've become more defined, the muscles have become more prominent, but as for size, my legs have never carried fat on them. My calves, my legs, they haven't carried fat on them. And so, it's like, they just won't grow. And I've done squats, I've done everything, every exercise you can think of to get my legs bigger, just won't grow. I come from a family of barrel-waisted people. My waist at the time was about 36. But when I pinch the fat, that's not a ton there, really. Actually, if you want to know the exact measurements, it's 10 millimetres. Because I've got one of them pinchers, AccuMeasure pinchers to pinch your fat and see how fat you are, thin you are, whatever. But yeah, I do get body dysmorphia. What I want to say is, I mean, even in my t-shirt, you can see that my chest and shoulders is popping out, so that's good. And from behind, you could see from behind my neck, traps, and even my lats show that I do lift weights. But like I said, my eyes keep zoning what I haven't got. Is that your problem as well? Do you tend to go in the gym and people go, wow, you've got really good biceps, or your traps are great, and look at your chest. But then you come out with, yeah, but my triceps are rubbish. Yeah, my rear delts are rubbish. I haven't got any traps or whatever. And then every positive thing they say, you come back with a negative. Is that what you get? I don't tend to say that because I don't want to get into a negative habit of negative confession, you know, saying things. At the end of the day, the bottom line is, are you functional? Is there other people your age at the moment, back problems, leg problems, maybe even knee replacements, even at that age? And are they having troubles with their heart, their lungs, and all the rest of it? Are they overweight and like just really out of shape and unhealthy, blood pressure and everything else? Probably so. You'll probably find a lot of your friends who don't hit the gym are like that. And so what we need to do really is be thankful for what we have got and think, when I go in the gym, I'm just going to really focus on what I have got. Get in the practice of focusing on what you have got until it comes to a point where your brain has developed a habit of going in the gym and feeling good. When people give you a compliment about your biceps, your forearms, your chest, or whatever it is, take it as a win, okay? Don't look at what you haven't got. Now, on the same, if you're a competitive bodybuilder, whole different kettle of fish, because you have to look at the weak points and bring them up. But I'm talking about the average gym rat like me, like you maybe. If work on your weak points, work on your weak points. I work on my rear delts. I do exercises that you sort of think, does that really matter? Who's going to be going around looking at your rear delts? Who's going to be looking at your, serratus or whatever, or your infraspinatus and teres major minor muscles, and some of you might go, I don't even know what it is. And they ain't going to particularly show much. But they are important supportive muscles. So I just want to, before I get back to my workout, I just want to say this. Leave a comment. Let me know if you've got body dysmorphia, how it affects you. And if you've been training for a long time and you see not many results. And I know I'm not the only one, because people that I've personally trained, some of them have like took off like a rocket, and they've just like, wow, this is amazing. In such a short time, they've really got looking good. And some of them I've put through the same method of training, trained them just as hard, and yet they cannot get a bicep peak if they won one on the lottery. You know, their shoulders have come out, their chest have come out, but their arms, they can't bring their arm muscles up. And it is down to genetics at the end of the day. Different muscle types and genetics. But anyway, enough chatting. Let me know what you think of this video and drop some comments. And if you feel that this is going to help people, the bottom line is look at what you've got, what not you have got, that you haven't got. And also, don't be discouraged if you've been training for years in the gym and you don't look the way you want to look. Okay, let's stop comparing ourselves with other people who are not us. And especially shout out to those who are autistic and weightlifters as well. God bless you. See you later. Bye bye.